So Disney Speedstorm is coming out really soon. We don't have a solid release date yet, but it's stated that the game will be coming in summer 2022, which is roughly around June to September this year. And if you think about it, it's honestly not very far away. We will also have the opportunity to test the game out before the game is released. Just head to the main website, fill in the form there, and wait for them to contact you. I have not received any updates yet from the developers, but I pray that we will finally get a taste on the gameplay side of things for Disney Speedstorm really soon. So prior to the game release date, I've thought it would be a fine idea to share with you all of the features that I would love to see after the game is released. Of course, do share your opinion down below as well, as it is fun to read what you want in the game as well. So the very first thing that I can't wait to see in Disney Speedstorm is the ability to play competitively. So it is not confirmed yet on whether it will have competitive mode, but I would love to see them expand to that. Not competitive to the scale of being an esport title however, but rather an in-game competitive mode, commonly known as ranked mode, to be included. I know the game is probably meant for casuals just to log in and have fun, but hopefully there are achievements to be chased for long-time players as well. With the diversity of classes in the game, I reckon that there will be somewhat a skill-based competitive scene, especially if there's a huge community already for Disney and kart racers. Going back to Crash Team Racing as an example, the game is actually very skill-based. Chances of winning someone who played the game for years versus someone who maybe played a few days will be almost impossible. Such highly skill-based game should really have a rank mode implemented to give them a reason to keep playing again and again. Sure, there's a community-built rank mode on Discord for CTR, but it will definitely have even more player base if it's built right into the game. Now what does all of this have to do with Disney Speedstorm? Well, we don't 100% know how the game completely plays out yet on the gameplay side of things, whether it will really rely on skills just like Crash Team Racing, or a complete casual experience that anyone can win anyone as soon as they pick up the controller. But I do hope that no matter the case, having a seasonal ranking to climb up during every seasonal period could be a great idea to keep the player base coming back for more. Now next up on my list of great things that the game should have in my opinion are updates and events that gives us more of the Disney counterpart. Now they did mention that there will be seasonal updates, which is awesome. Currently what we know so far from Disney Speedstorm is that there will be special theme season every period or so. Nobody knows how long is a season yet. Presumably will give us special events and unlockables that can only be unlocked during these seasons. These new cars and tracks will not be temporary as they are more like a seasonal release. I think this is a good business model to use considering it worked out extremely well for CTR. And since Disney Speedstorm is a free-to-play game, they have to produce paid content to keep the game alive. I just hope that this paid content isn't pay to win. Now finally, the third thing on the list is probably a debatable one, and that is for the gameplay to focus on the driving side of things rather than relying on power-ups to win. Now let me explain. From the gameplay trailer and the teasers we got so far, you have the usual power-ups on the track that could either let you shoot missiles or maybe create a defensive bubble shoot. Great, that is what most kart racers have nowadays. Now the concern that I have is that the game doesn't really have much learning curve on the gameplay side of things. Now take Mario Kart and Crash Team Racing again for example. Yes, both games have power-ups and the ability to drift around, but that is where the similarity sort of ends. On one hand, you have Mario Kart, which to be fair have a drift mechanic as well, but it is extremely simple. The game mostly relies on the usage of items to get an edge on your opponent, while on the other hand, Crash Team Racing has a steep learning curve compared to Mario Kart. The drifting mechanic in CTR is one of the hardest things to master, with timing to keep in mind, positions to ensure you don't lose the boost, special techniques such as U-turning to get around the track faster, etc. My point is, you don't have to use a single power-up in CTR to win races, as it all relies on your skill and experience, and that is where I'm getting at. From the gameplay shown in Disney Speedstorm, it seems that drifting is a big part of the game, but I hope that it extends beyond that. This is my own personal opinion, but I don't want to win races just because I'm lucky in getting certain power-ups. I want to win races because I handled my cart well. Now I'm not saying that power-ups should be dumped down to oblivion, but just enough so that it supports my personal skill set on what I can do. So that actually took longer than expected to explain. I know that you may or may not agree with my point. That is okay, that is totally fair. I hope you get what you want in the game as well, and why not just share your own list down below in the comment section. I've shared my point of view and now I want to see yours. That's it for me. I'll see you when the game launches, and while you're still here, do check out these 2 videos as well, as you may enjoy them just as much as I did in making them. This is TheViperian signing off. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay awesome.